Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, you are welcome to Issues with Dr. Stan. There is this important discussion that I want us to look into, because our society has gradually turning our homes into what no man can describe. I want to talk to our women today. There will be a day I will bring that time and talk to our men in this similar topic. So if you are a woman wherever you are, I want you to listen and listen carefully. Today, I am going to talk about you can keep your man. There is this general belief all over that men cannot be kept. The single talked about it. The married talked about it. Everybody talk about men cannot be kept no matter what you do. And that understanding gradually sank into the subconsciousness of our female genders. They believe that they cannot keep their man. They believe that no matter what they do, their man will always go out. And as a result of that, no effort of whatsoever to keep your man. It is within your right to make effort to keep your man. Ask yourself as a wife, what have you done to make sure you keep your man? And at the end of the day, you were not able to keep him. What have you done? Nothing. But because the society told you men are this, men are that, and no matter how you try, you cannot keep him. Some will tell you, if you like, put your one leg the other side, put the other one the other side, he will still go out. But I'm here to tell you that it is a lie. A lie, not just a lie, but a particular lie that is manufactured from the pit of hell to destroy our society. We have so many men today that told themselves that I will be kept by my wife. We have so many men today that are being kept, even up till now, by their wives. We also have so many growing up young men that within them they vow that the day they will marry, they will make sure that they are in the house with their wife. But because of this understanding that men cannot be kept, sometimes when they want to keep themselves in the house, you use your attitude, you use your character, you use everything around you to push him away, and will come to tell us that men cannot be kept no matter what you do. I am here to disprove that, and I'm here to give you some tips, what and what you will do, and see if your man can be kept. Number one, if you want to keep your man, these are the things you will do. Don't listen to your unmarried girlfriend. Don't take advice from your unmarried girlfriend as long as your marriage is concerned. Do you know why? Number one is that you may not even know that your girlfriend may not even be happy with you that you are married and you are happily married. And as a result of that can give you a suggestion, an advice that can destroy your family. You may not even know that your girlfriend is in a very bitter relationship that made her to begin to see men as the same. And when you go to her for advice, she will definitely give you advice based on what she is experiencing with her boyfriend. You may not also even know that your girlfriend is jealous of you. She may like that your man and may be seeking for a way to take over from you without you knowing it. That is number one thing. Don't listen or seek advice to your unmarried girlfriends. Number two, talk to men about men. Do you know it's safer to talk to men about men? When you think that your husband misbehaves, do you know it's safer to talk to his friends, his men trusted friends? Do you know it's safer to talk to your dad than your mom? Do you know it's safer to talk to your father-in-law than to your mother-in-law? Because they are also men. They will understand why your husband did what he did. For instance, if your husband comes back home and he got angry that before he comes back home you did not give him food, after all the day's struggle, after every other thing, you didn't give him food as at the time he wanted that food, it could be a problem, it could cause a problem. If you take this matter to your girlfriend will be like, if you are not available to make food for him, you can go to the kitchen and get his food. Your mother will be like, is that all? Is that why he's angry with you? Some mothers anyway, not all mothers. But when you discuss this matter with your own father, your father will put his leg in the man's shoe. He will reason from the angle of man that he is. And you will see that his own advice will be far more different from what you will receive from others. When you talk to your husband's male friend, you will also understand that the way and manner he will approach that thing will be different from the way your girlfriend will approach it. Will be different from the way your mother will approach it. That is why it is good to talk to men about men. When you think your husband misbehaves, look for a male friend of his. Look for his father or your father. Look for a male friend of yours and discuss that matter. Their answers will never be the same with that of a woman. That is number two. Number three, compliment your husband. Cherish your husband. This is where some of you got it wrong. Do you know that men feel lonely more than any other person on earth? Do you know why? Because in our family, my mother believed that I am a very strong man. My son can face any challenges that comes to him. My children also believe that my dad is a very strong man. They believe that my dad can face any challenges that comes to me. And at the same time, my wife also believes that my husband is a very strong man, very intelligent man, that has the capacity to face whatever that comes. But you people never knew that once in a while, we feel lonely. We needed to be loved. We needed to be taken care of. We needed somebody to pet us. We needed somebody to praise us, to tell us, wow, this your shirt is looking fine. We needed you to tell us that this your haircut is superb. We needed you to tell us, wow, you are trying. Compliment us. Tell us we are trying. Tell your man that, honey, you are doing very well. These children has paid their school fees, all just because of you. We are not lacking as far as food is concerned, just because of you. Talk to your husband in that manner. You are taking good care of us. You are doing this, you are doing that for us. We appreciate your husband on behalf of yourself, your children, and the entire family. We feel lonely at times, and we need you to show us love, show us concern, show us that you care. But the worst part of it is that at that point, nobody to come by our side. That is the issue. Please, it is very, very important you compliment your man. Even God in heaven said that if men will not praise me, I will raise stones to praise me. That is to show you how important praises are. Praises is to even God. Then talk more of us. We like you to praise us. We like you to appreciate us. We like you to compliment us, to tell us that we are trying. We like it when you do it. Number 4, don't try to force change on him. Sometimes some women will be like, I don't like the way my husband drinks, and you want to force him to change that drinking habit by fire, by force. No, you can't do that. The moment you try to force him to change, he begins to see himself that this woman wants to control me. And as soon as he begins to see it from that angle, that what you are trying to do is to find your way to control me, he becomes aggressive. He will continue to do that and to prove to you that you cannot force me to do what I want. Don't force him to change a particular lifestyle. Take it easy with him. Talk to him in love. Discuss it with him, not just once. Don't be tired of, after discussing it the first time, you say, I have been discussing this over the months, over the years. Keep talking. One day, he will reason, he will sit down, and your voice will be ringing in his head. And you will be surprised how he will change. Number 5. Know and understand what your man likes. Listen to him, learn it, and keep to it. For me to discuss this issue now, I want to talk about a friend of mine who is married for over 10 years now. Do you know one single thing that this man used to complain? The wife is neat. The wife is beautiful. The wife is everything a woman can be in a marriage. But this, my friend, we kept on complaining that I've told my wife to stop tying wrapper for me. And for 10 years, this man, this my friend, kept on singing this same national anthem. She's a professional in tying wrapper. She tie it from the side, the left armpit today. Tomorrow she will tie it to the right armpit. The other day she will tie it at the back of her neck. And this is the same person that the husband has been begging. Baby girl, please, I don't like you tying wrapper. I hate it when I see you on wrapper. You look like an old woman to me anytime I see you tie wrapper. The woman refused to learn, refused to do that which the husband has been begging her for more than 10 years. And you want to keep that man. Learn to know what your husband likes and keep to it. It is very, very important and the key in keeping your husband in your house. It is very, very important you know this. How do your husband like a particular thing in your house? How do he talk to you about a particular thing in your house? When you learn those things and you keep to what your husband likes, that means you are working towards keeping your man in your house. We are going to continue this discussion in our next episode. Remember, we are talking about how to keep your man in your house. Thanks for watching.